I'm Megan, and welcome to the Bookmaking Show. Hi, I'm Megan, and welcome to the Bookmaking Show. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to put a soft cover on your signature. So the tools and materials that we're going to be needing today are your signature that you made last time, thread, an awl, bookbinding needle, pencil, pair of scissors, a ruler, sorry, couldn't get a grip on it, a bone folder, bookbinding tape, your clips once again, and when it comes to materials, you're going to be needing some form of soft cover. I'm using a piece of thick cardstock. Okay, so if you give me a minute, I'll move these out of the way, and then we can get started. Okay, so the first things that we're going to be needing for our pamphlet stitch book, we are going to be needing our signature and our ruler. Now when it comes to your signature, you're going to take your ruler and you're going to measure the width of your book. For instance, I have here 4 3/8. So I'm going to add on another 1/8 of an inch. That's for the bookbinding tape. And then I'm going to add on another 1/8 of an inch, which will give me, in the end, 4 6/8. Oops, sorry, 4 5/8. So that's my width. So I'm going to take my pencil here and some scrap paper, and I'm going to write down 4 5/8. Now, I'm going to measure the length of my book. I'm going to add on an 1/8 of an inch at the bottom, and then at the top I'm going to add on another 1/8 of an inch, which leaves me with 5 6/8. So I'm going to write that down again, and then I'm going to move my ruler out of the way, and I'm going to take my clips. I'm going to go with some small clips, don't have to be perfect, and I'm going to use the clips to keep my signature in place. I'm just placing 2 on. It's just going to keep it together, make sure it doesn't go all over the place. Okay. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to take my measurements, set them there. Then I'm going to get out my scissors or cutting board if you want. I prefer this. And then I'm going to get out what I'm going to use for my cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure 5 6/8. Which happens to be 5 3/4. And then I'm going to, now I'm going to do my other measurement, which happens to be 4 5/8. And then I'm going to cut. Now that I've got my first one done, I'm going to take my signature and I'm going to place it behind it and make sure that I like how it looks. And that's what you should have. So now that I like it, I'm going to cut on my other cover, same as before. So we want 5 3/4. by 4 5/8. comes to your scraps, if you have big scraps like these, you can just save them. We'll be using these probably for another book. So make sure you save your scraps. So now we're going to set that off to the side. We're going to take our other cover, place it to the side, and then we're going to get rid of our scissors, or our cutting board. Okay, now what we're going to be needing are our two covers and our book binding tape, along with a pair of scissors. Oops, sorry. We're also going to be needing a pencil and a ruler. Okay, now when it comes to your cover and book binding tape, you're going to take the length of your cover. Oops, I did that wrong. How did that happen? Give me a second. Sorry. Let's try this one more time. Hopefully it works. Okay, so we're going to do 5 6/8, 5 3/4, and we're going to cut. Now we're going to go with 4 5/8. Right there. And we're going to cut. Okay, so now, there we go. Now we got it. Now we have two covers. Perfect. You always want to make sure that they're the same, otherwise you're going to have a bad book.